everyone, how are you today? Welcome to a Monday. It's Monday. Is everyone having a good day today? I hope so. Mondays can be tough sometimes. There's always lots to do, things to catch up on. But today is a special Monday because we have a lot of new products today, and I'm going to be showing you kind of a special project that we just got in. I did a class last week. Oh, hi everyone. I see people popping in. Hi Kathy. Hi Penny. Gina. Hello. Yes, it's Michael. It's been a while since I've been live, but I'm here today. So I'm just going to pop down and show you some of the products we're going to work with today. So P13 has this great collection. It's called Farm Sweet Farm. There is a full paper pad. There's tons of elements you can cut out, all different things there. There also are this package of decorative tags. There are some circle stickers that are great embellishments. There are chipboard stickers that add nice dimensional embellishments. And then the kind of star of the show here is this. So this is brand new. It's part of their light chipboard embellishments. I don't know if anyone's ever used these before, but they come in a wide variety of shapes. Like there's been windows, there's been suns, moons, all different things. But this one creates it's a 3D project. It creates this farmhouse. So if you can see that, and here's the crazy part. It's only $9.99. Right, so I'm going to show you. I'm not going to make the farmhouse today because I already made it. But what we're going to do is make something cool to go inside the farmhouse. So those are the new products. And let me just pull out this farmhouse. You guys are not prepared for this. So I'm going to go back to the front and show you. Look at this little farmhouse. Isn't this the cutest little thing? So this is using all the papers. Obviously, the farmhouse kit creates this. And then the papers are from the paper pad that I showed you. So here's the side. I distressed mine because, I really like the whole grungy look. But that's the back. And then this is the side. And it has a base and everything. And then I created mine. So the lid, I didn't attach the lid. I just put some of the paper inside to hold the lid together. So you could lift it off. And then there's a space in between so you can put something in it. So let me go back down and we'll show you this again. So here, for reference, this is a card bases, and it's a pretty decent size, right? So this is kind of what it looks like. It's such a cool, fun project. And I believe Penny just shared the link there. I put a collection together, so that link will take you to everything we're using today. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna create a little album to put inside the farmhouse. So the cool thing is you could use this little barn for so many different things. You could make this look like someone else's house, and this could be a housewarming gift where you could create a bunch of like birthday cards and thank you cards and put them inside. So they would have, different cards to send to people. You could make it as a wedding gift. You could make it a gingerbread house for the holidays, a haunted house for Halloween, all kinds of different things. So that is our little farmhouse, and it is created using this little kit. And these papers, it's such a cool idea. But what we're going to do is take a couple things that you guys already know. So we're going to use some card bases today. These are the card bases, how they already come, pre-scored, pre-done. So I'm just going to take 3. I have some already opened up over here. So let me just grab 3 because we're only going to need 3 for this. And they come in a package of 10. And then we're going to use a couple of the number 8 media tags too, after we create the little album. So those come in packs of 20. I'm going to be using, from the current inspiration box, this is the Beach Bum ribbon set. I'm going to be using the green at the bottom here to put on top of our tags for this little album we're going to make. And you're going to see this is going to pop together so quickly. And we're going to use papers I have the ones that I used to create the barn, so I'm just going to continue to use those papers. And then we also just got in, I'm going to use this today, the Stamperia Extra Forte glue. So this is a really strong glue. It's actually really great for mixed media projects, but I'm going to use it today on this little album to kind of show you how quickly it gets together and dries really fast. And then to distress the edges, I'm going to use our disappearing ink. So it's called Sherlock. It comes in our 4-pack of ink cubes. And this is great for no-line watercoloring. But I'm going to show you today how it's a really soft, like tan color that will distress the edges really nicely for this project today. So the first thing we're going to do, like I said, we're going to use 3 card bases. And I'm just going to fold them as you normally would if you're creating an A2 card. And this is just going to pop together so quick. And if you ever wanted to make like a little album for someone but don't really know much about album making, this is a great day for you. So we're going to take one like this, and we're going to leave the top open because, like I said, we're going to add tags. So let me pull out some tags. We'll need a couple tags here. So as you can see, the tags fit perfectly inside this with a little bit of space. So what you do is you take your glue. You could use a tape runner too if you so choose, but I like to use liquid adhesive. So I'm just going to go around the edge, but leave the top portion of this open. And then I will sandwich the next card base right over top and line that up and press together. Okay? Oh, hi. Yes, Candy. Oh, thank you. I've missed being live. Like I said, it's been a long time. Hi, Karen. Hi, Tina. Shannon. Everyone. Jerry, I don't know if I said hello. So now we have our first little section done, and this will remain open. So it created like a little pocket here, right? So then now with those two are together, we're going to take the third one, and we're going to do the same thing. And just put a bead of glue around the outsides and the bottom, and we'll leave the top part loose. So we create a little pocket there. And line it up. And it's good to go. Good to go. Yeah, you guys, so I'm moving on Friday to moving into a new apartment. So I haven't been going live from home because I've been packing up my craft room. And I'll tell you what, anyone who's ever had to pack up their craft room will probably know that you play a real fun game of, oh my gosh, I didn't know I had this, right? So it's been quite the adventure. All right, so now, as you can see, we have this cute little base for an A2 size album. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages that we will need to cover. So the front and the back are obviously the cover. So I'm going to grab the paper pad and we will kind of walk through this and see. So this is look at all these little animals, how cute they are. There are tons of different options that you could choose from. This floral is really pretty. That might be good for the cover. Although this would be good too for a cover. And it repeats. So I think what we're gonna do is take that sheet of paper, this one, and they just peel right out, so it's nice and easy. So we're going to use this, and this is going to become the front and the back, so the cover, right? And the cool part is, you already know that this is an A2 sized card base, so it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we're going to want to cut this to 5 1/4 by 4. So I'm going to take that to 5 1/4. And then we'll need 2 pieces that are 4 inches. Oh, Candy just moved her craft room. Yeah. So she gets it. She knows. Okay, so then what will happen, since we cut it to that measurement, you get that nice little border around the pages, right? So that's going to end up becoming the front and the back. And then we have another piece that's going to be perfectly sized, same way, but we'll be able to use the green. And I'm just going to cut another one to 5 1/4. And then we can cut this to 4. And now that gives us our green for another part. All right, so first things first, I told you about the disappearing ink, the Sherlock that comes in our 4-pack. So normally I would use like a blending tool or something, but because this is an ink cube, it's nice. It's like kind of the right size for something like that. You can just drag it across the edges, just the ink itself, and it's going to give you a nice little distress. And it's a very soft color, so it's not like too grungy or too distressed that it will kind of overtake your project. Because I know some people don't always like that look, but if you've wanted to try it, this is a good color to try it with because it's not super intimidating. But I always think when you finish the edges like this, it just adds like another level to the project, and it makes it look finished. Okay, perfect. So there's that. And then while we're at it, I'm just going to go ahead and do the same to these 2 pieces. So they're ready to go, and we can place those inside our little mini book. Perfect. Okay, so like I said, this is going to become the cover. So what we're going to do is take a little glue. Whoop. I had a little air bubble there. I'm just going to glue up both of these. Perfect. So then you always want to make sure that your pockets are still at the top when you're gluing these on, so you're right in the correct orientation. So we'll glue that right on the front, just like making a card, and then we'll put this one on the back. And because this pattern is directional, we will always now know what's the top and what's the bottom. How about that? Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I think for our green, we're going to put that on the inside back cover and the inside front cover as a little decor there. And then we'll go through and pick out the rest of the papers. And I think we're going to use maybe that floral pattern in the center, because I really like that. So I think 2 of those sheets next to one another will look really nice. Okay. And this little farmhouse thing makes a nice little, it's a really nice decoration, I think. And very inexpensive to make. It's very easy. It just all kind of breaks apart and then you just glue it all together. Okay, so we're going to do the florals here, and then we're going to pick 2 other pieces for the inside. And then we'll do some embellishments and we'll cut apart, and it will be done besides our tags. How about that? Okay, so this is the floral we're going to put in the middle, and then I think we're gonna need this for some embellishments, and then I think we're gonna use this one. The garden tools. Okay. Alrighty. So again, it's going to be the same measurement as before, and this is, like I said, really simple. It's a really good way if you want to try making an album because it's so easy to do. So we're going to cut that to 5 1/4. And then we will cut 2 pieces at 4 inches from that 5 1/4 cut. All right, and then we can ink up those edges. Yes, Penny, it blunts the glaring white. You're absolutely right. That's a great way to put it. But, so yeah, so I've known about this little farmhouse for a few months because they sent us these images a while ago. And I was so excited when I saw it because I was like, oh my gosh, people are going to love this. It's such a cool little thing, and it's really, it's like all done for you. You know, you can paint the pieces, you could ink the pieces, you can heat emboss the pieces. There's so much you could do. But I wanted to show you another way to use the extra paper, right? Because it comes in a whole pad, so you can create something very simply to stick inside your barn. It's like a little secret surprise, right? All right, and then these pieces I've just put directly in the center of our little mini book. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Get it nice. Get it nice and straight. Perfect. So now the center's done. The cover's basically done. And now we just have two more little pieces and parts to pop in. So let's cut this one. So our last main sheet, we're gonna go to 5 1/4. Then we'll go to 4 inches. Yep, and we'll go to 4 inches again, and I think that's going to leave this little lamb for us. Oh, but we have the pig and the dog. I want to do the pig. Yeah. That was a tough decision, you guys. I like the pig a lot. So we'll just dab up our edges a little bit there. Same thing here. All right, and then that's that. So I'm gonna put the pig in the front because I really like the pig, and then we'll put the gardening tool in the back. Pop our little pig there and the little dog. How cute are these images? This paper is really cute. And then back here is where we are going to put our gardening tools. All right, so wham bam. We are all set to go here. But we do, so I want to put a piece that kind of goes around the edge here. And I think we're going to be able to use this green. It's the leftover from the cover, right? So in going with the A2 size, it's going to be 5.5. So we'll cut this piece to 5.5. And then we're going to want like, we'll probably cut this to about like 1.25. Because this is going to go all around. This will kind of become our like spine. So what it's going to do is wrap around here. But I did want it to be the full length. Well, there you go, Penny. Olive, there's a place to put his little farm animals. Look at that. You don't have to make the roof come off, by the way. There is a... you can connect it all and keep it all as just one solid piece. I just thought it would be cool to keep the roof open, so there was another way to utilize it. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to run a bead of glue along the very edge, okay? And I'm first just going to press this down on the front. I'll flip it over really to give a little extra pressure. Make sure it's really on there. And then I'm going to slowly start to roll that paper towards the back. And then I'll lay that down before I add any glue to the back and just press. So it has that like kind of crease already built into it. Okay, and then what we'll do is I'll open that up a little bit. And I'm going to run a bead of glue down the spine part and then along this paper's edge. So what I can do is then press here. And if a little glue comes out, just grab it with your finger or a microfiber cloth or something. No big deal. It'll come right off. It dries clear. So if there's excess there, no worries. But you see, I just pressed that down and it's already held. So that's kind of was my point in showing you this glue today, that it does dry like incredibly quickly and it holds really nice. That's why it's great for mixed media and stuff. You wouldn't necessarily always have to use it on an album, but this was a great way to show you how it works. And then look at that, you have a great little, like literally in minutes, this whole base of this album is like ready to go. So I'm going to set that aside real quick. And we're going to take a look at this stuff. So these are 4x4s, right? And then there's some 3x4s. So what we're going to do is cut out the 4x4. And then I'm going to cut out the 3x4. And I'm going to set that one aside. But what I really want is this pig that says farmhouse. But I don't want the green border because we've already used that on the spine. So I'm just going to cut within that green border. No problem. Just like that. And then this will make a nice little like dimensional base for the cover. So there's also some these little other chipboard embellishments that I'm going to utilize on this cover as well. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to lay this out. I'm just going to distress up that edge, and I'm just going to set that there. We're not gluing that on or anything yet. And I'm going to take the little chipboard pieces, a couple of these. I already used some of these on the barn, so that's why they're not all here, but you do get a full package. So I'm going to lay them kind of like how I want to put them on here, but they'll be underneath this pig thing. Oh, Tina, you're so right. It does look like a little golden book. That is absolutely true. And I'm not going to really do much. I actually like them staying that color. But again, these little chipboard pieces, embellishments, you can always paint them. You can, stain them. You can use markers. I just want the flower, so I ripped the stem off of that one. You can really kind of just do your own thing with the chipboard pieces. But Alright, so I think that placement is looking good. So I'm going to lift up my piece, and then I'm going to start to glue these down. And they'll be in the right spot. But you could use like alcohol markers on these. You could use aqua pigments, whatever you want. Whatever floats your boat. That's the cool part. Okay. So then I'm just going to grab a little bit of foam tape. So we have some dimensional adhesive. And I'm using black because that's what's right next to me. But you can use any color. You could use foam squares, you could use foam, whatever you want. Whatever your little heart desires. I need one more little piece. But yeah. But you could also, so you could take this same concept and just make these into cards as well. Doesn't have to be a little book. It could totally just be a card. All right, and that's going to go a little bit over the spine as well. There. And then I think I'm going to take that off too and glue this one flower behind, and then we'll glue the one little tulip over the top like that. Yep. Sounds about right to me. That way you kind of have some on the bottom and some on the top. And then, if you think about it, you can look at your stickers, your embellishments, like kind of whatever you want. Totally up to you. I'm trying to see, which one do I want to use? Or there's also the little tag packet. So these tags, I think we use one on the back. But I think we can put this half circle from the chipboard embellishment. We'll just put that like right there. Just adds a little dimension. And then you can take this if you want to add a little more distressing to the chipboard embellishments. Just add a little something exciting there. So that's the fun little cover. And then on the back, like I said, we're going to put one of these little tags. And I think it's going to be this one, the little boots and the flower. So I'm just going to glue that directly onto the back. Anybody who knows me knows that I love to put things on the back of albums. So I'm going to put that a little bit up to the top. And then I think we'll put the word beautiful from the chipboard right underneath. How cool is that, right? All right, so then we have this. So what we can do is fold our 3x4 pieces into like a piece that will be able to kind of pop out. You'll see what I mean in just a moment. Normally I would use a little bone folder, but I don't have one right in front of me, so I'm just using my fingers. Side of ink pad there. So you see how that works? So this is going to go in the back on the last page on this green. So what we're going to do is just glue it down. Center it up. Ooh. And then we're gonna, let that kind of dry. And then what we can do is put another little piece of chipboard on here. And I think this is the perfect little place to put the bunny in the center. You know what? Let's go ahead and distress the little edges of our little bunny. Oh, hi, Christina. Hope you're feeling well. Put our little bunny there. And then we can put the someone special towards the bottom. Okay, and then the cool part is this is what happens here. So you lift this out and then you have all this. But when you lift it this way, you have spots here to put photos. So it's kind of like a little surprise inside your little book, and all you did was cut that one piece and folded it, right? How cool is that? I think that's fun. Okay, and then in our center here, you could do some decorating. You could add photo mats. You could add whatever you want, little pockets. But I think I like this little bunny. Let me see if I find a scissor. So I'm just going to fussy cut this out and make a little tuck spot here. This is a pretty quick little fussy cut. You guys know me. I am not I'm not one to fussy cut. So is anybody doing anything fun this weekend? It's Memorial Day weekend. It's a long weekend. Swimming, picnics, barbecue, crafting maybe. I'm moving this weekend, so that's absolutely what I'm doing. But I hope there's people out there doing fun stuff. All right, and I'll just go ahead and continue with our little theme of just dressing up the edge. And this can go right over here. So what I mean by a tuck spot is that we're only going to glue just this part. So what will happen, we just put a little glue on the sides and right there. And then we'll glue it in, and it can go beyond the edge. That's totally cool. Gives it a little different dimension. And then what happens is things can stick inside there. You can put little, photos, things that you might want to be able to remove from there. All sorts of stuff. And like I said, you can totally just put like photo mats and things in here. So for instance, you'll notice with sometimes with packaging of stuff, it's also decorated. So this brown totally coordinates with all of this. Like this, it looks really nice with everything. So if you want to jazz that up, you can just, instead of throwing this away, we can cut out. So let's say you wanted to put a 3x4 photo there. So you want to have a little bit of a border. So you want to have, I would cut this to 4 1/4 and then by 3 1/4. So it's a little larger than a 3x4 photo. And then I know it's already brown, but I'm still just going to do the edge because the paper, the core of the paper is white. And then, like I said, this was just cut from the packaging of the one chipboard. So it's totally using all that stuff. And then we can put that in the center here. And then that becomes a little mat for a photo. So you open that up and you have a cute little photo there. And then you can even take one of these like little yellow things, put that on the edge as a little embellishment, and then maybe we'll put one of the stickers. We'll go with the pig theme, put a little pig in the corner, and then bam, you have a little place for all that stuff. How fun is that? All right, so I think that's pretty good on the little album itself. And I mean, boy, that went together so quickly. But the last part we have to do are the tags, right? So when we built this little contraption, you'll remember we included 2 pockets. So these tags fit down into these pockets. And if you glued too much, you can always trim some off. So like, for instance, if you want your tags to go in a little deeper, I'll do that for this, but you don't have to. You can just cut a little bit off the bottom. So let's say we'll cut 3/4 of an inch. Boom, right off the bottom. Now they're a little smaller. And these tags are simple. We're just going to distress the edges. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Because distressing the edges will fit nicely with our theme. And these are great too for journaling. So you could put a little hidden message on here, like, you know, something encouraging, or if this is a gift, or, you know, whatever you want to do. It's totally up to you because it is your little project. And then, if the cool part is, we can take a look at some of our scraps. So if you take a little ruler and you measure side to side, it's about 3 1/8 inch. So let's just cut this paper to that length, 3 1/8 inch. And then we can make, let's say like 2 inch. We could do a little 2 inch strip there. I think that would be nice. And it just gives you a little decoration on the bottom of your tag. And you can put this on both sides if you want. Both little sides. And then we can just find some stickers to throw in there. So, you know, maybe we'll throw a little barn there. And then on this side, we can put a little tractor. We'll just have to re-distress our bottom edge. And then for this one, we'll do it a little differently. Because I do like this green. We want to revisit that. And then we'll just cut 2 pieces. Hopefully they're the right length. Yep, just enough, my friends. On the front and the back. Thanks, Donna. Yeah, it's like, I know Donna loves to make little books, so this is right up your alley. And then what you can do, so you can take, if you want, from the paper pad, there is a yellow piece of paper, and we can put little 2x3 photo mats. So we'll cut this to 2 1/4, or no, we'll do 3 1/4. And then we'll do 2 1/4, we'll do 4 of them. then we can just adhere these 4 little photo mats on the front and back of these 2 tags. And then you can put 2x3 pictures on here, and you'll have like a little border surrounding it. Last little touch of glue. But the fun part is at the end when we can stick this whole thing back inside our little barn. That's kind of the whole idea. It's like a hidden gem. So if you make this for somebody, they'll be like, oh my gosh, you made that barn, that's so cute. And then they can pop the lid off and be like, what? You made me something else too. Holy moly. Right there, and then we'll add let's put a little birdhouse here, and on this one, why don't we do this little chick? How cute is that? All right, so the last little touch, I said we're going to use this ribbon. This is actually the current month, the Beach Bum inspiration box. This green ribbon I think goes nice with this book. It's a little brighter than everything else, so it adds kind of like a pop of color, sort of, but in a good way. So let me cut some of this off. All right, 2 pieces. And obviously you can add so many more embellishments if you want, more than I did. I just wanted to kind of show you the little technique behind this. And I'm just going to tie this in a double knot, not a bow or anything. Just a nice double knot, and then I will trim that. Nicely. We'll do the same thing over here. Wham bam. Thank you. Thank y'all. And then we'll cut that. And then the fun part, so we can slide these little goodies down into our little pockets. And they are going to be, you know, the first time you stick it in there, it might be a little tough, but I'll tell you, after you've loosened it a bit, they'll slip in and out nice and easy. Just kind of that initial push is, got to really get it in there. But pull our ribbons up. Put that in, and there we go, my friends. That is our little book for today. Our super easy, super quick little project of the day. Let me just clear off this paper mess that I've made. And then we'll take a little walk through the book and see what it looks like inside our barn. Okay. And again, just so everyone knows, if anyone who missed it, I made this entire little album out of these card bases, and then we use these number 8 manila tags. So it's super simple to create the little book. All right. So here we go. This is our little cover that has the chipboard on it. Page 1 and 2. When we open up here, we made a little tuck spot in there. And these are our tags that slide in and out up there. Here, this is a nice page for photos. On the back, we put some chipboard, and this is our little peekaboo surprise fold out piece. And then on the other side, there's room for photos. And then on the back, we just put some little decorations, and like I said, our little tags that we made to put slide in and out are all good to go. And we use I use the Stamperia Extra Forte glue today because it dries really quickly, and it's a nice strong hold. It's new, we just got it. And then here is our little farmhouse that I created using all the same collection and all the same paper. So I'm just gonna lift off the roof, pop the little album in, and look, it fits perfectly inside. Look at that. And then we can just pop on our lid, and it's like a little storage for our album. So let me go back up to the front here so everyone can see. This is our little house. Take off the lid, and then we pop our little book out, and you can stick it right back inside whenever you want. So that is the new project for today, using the brand new P13 chipboard embellishments and the Farm Sweet Farm collection, and everything else. Everything I used today is in the link in the description of this video. So if you want to check anything out, it's right there for you. You don't have to go far. I did not show how to make the farmhouse. No, it's very simple, Donna, though. So basically there's 3 different sheets of the laser cut chipboard in here, and they all just pull apart, and it's self-explanatory. I just painted the pieces. Yeah. But yeah, so thank you guys for stopping by today. Thank you for checking out the little farmhouse. It's one of my favorite things. And the little album that goes inside. Super simple, super easy to make. So yeah, I will see all of you very